your thing. What is the modern way of meeting your partner, and how has dating evolved?
Hey.
So I've been out of the scene for some
Yeah.
time.
Time.
Sometime.
And also, on top of that as well, time, congrats. I got
Yo,
big
1 year
man thing.
anniversary
1 year sitting.
Yeah.
Nice,
Congrats,
brother. Hey,
Thank you.
damn. And it's a
12 months.
good weekend to celebrate as well.
It's wild that it's gone so fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like a year of being married has gone so damn fast.
Like any advice or tips for the
give
the
the
early
brother some
early
advice.
bird feelers, you know.
It's a deep. It's a deep.
I don't want to give. If I'm gonna give advice, I want to give willingly advice.
Willing, yeah.
yeah.
Because I mean,
It's
obviously everyone's different.
Yeah. It's something that I actually said to you earlier, which is actually something that I've always lived by, is that a piece of paper doesn't constitute a marriage.
Yeah.
A piece of paper that the government has given you doesn't constitute a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
The connection between you and your partner, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of those things is what constitutes a marriage.
Yeah.
So for me, I've always said to be, before we were even married, like, you're my wife. Yes, you're not my wife in the eyes of the law,
Yeah.
but I consider you my wife because we have all these connections that we need to have.
Yeah.
And then, pretty much another thing is continuously work on it. Understand that not always going to be,
Yeah.
roses and shit, but just work on it.
Yeah.
When you do something wrong, especially as a male,
Yeah.
you're going to do shit, you're going to do a lot of shit wrong, and you're going to get into cuck for it. But try and work on it. Even if you get into cuck for it again at some point in time, don't constantly make the same fucking mistakes over and over again. It can be part of the same subject, but something sort of different, a different branch of it. We're getting a bit too technical now.
Yeah.
But that's
that's
what I can
get
say.
the gist of it.
Yeah. That's what I
at the
can
end
say.
of the day, at the end of the day, we also just human.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
You're gonna fuck up.
You're gonna
people make mistakes
there.
and stuff.
Shit
Especially us as men. Men are, when it comes to in the mind, men are kids, bro. Men are lighties. Women are way more mature, way more. Yeah, I nearly said mentally stable.
Wild.
But they like the levels at which they think, in all seriousness, is way above what men think, right? And men are just about. We're not in the moment. What's gonna make me happy now?
I guess
sort of.
women tend to just men do as well think practically, but women are thinking practically at a lot earlier stage. Like they've already had this whole thing.
I think women are they're more emotionally, like they think more with their emotions, and they're more like emotionally.
Definitely.
They're more emotionally stable, whereas men are logical.
Yeah.
Like we logical creatures, like 1 + 1 should equal 2.
Yeah.
And it's like then you put in front of a woman, it's like, whoa, 1 + 1 doesn't actually equal 2.
It's 27.
There's an equation to
Today
this.
it's 27, tomorrow could be 30.
Yeah. So, that's what I've also found.
Yeah.
And also finding.
But before, because we're going off on a
the
tangent.
Yeah.
I don't know from you boys, what is the modern way of meeting a woman?
So dating, meeting your partner.
So what is the modern way of meeting your partner or a partner? And how has dating evolved? So I'm gonna give you guys from my standpoint.
I was about to ask that question.
Where it was with me. So firstly, Tinder. Also, being out there in clubs, events, whatever.
Yeah.
Meeting different people. Prize, pretty much caring And from that catering, you meet people, you speak to people, right?
Yeah.
And then obviously you have Tinder.
Yeah.
Has things changed? I know probably apps have changed, but have things changed?
I don't know. I've always really been a proponent of like the old school way. So like especially for me now.
What's the old school way?
Where
beat up another bro for
yeah.
What is the old school way? Explain the old
flap your wings. Yeah.
What's
it that the birds do? And they're like
I don't know, but for me it's like now, if like let's say for instance you meet like a hot bartender or hot waitress or whatever, like just speak with her, build a rapport, slip your number, say call me if you want to. If it is what it is, then she'll call you. If she doesn't, she doesn't.
So you're a romantic.
Yeah.
Is it romantic?
It's yeah.
Yeah.
You think it's romantic?
I don't think it's
not in that type of romantic
act, but I think it's you're a romantic.
Yeah.
Because that is the way. Because niggas these days are, yo, nice ass.
Yeah.
What's your number?
Yeah, exactly. Bang,
get a drink.
Like you get, I don't. At least that's what I get from social media and whatever. You know, today it's a lot more sexualized. You log on to Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. It's just you see them advertising, you know, tits and stuff. So I don't know. People are just more open to it.
I think from what Darren said there, it's also if you're out at a bar, the chances of you being able to connect with that person there is live. It's available. You can connect immediately.
Yeah.
Bro, Tinder dates can get awkward, especially if it's you both meeting at a restaurant for the first time. The waiter knows. Like the way you ordering, the way that like you know if this is a couple that's been together and this is a couple that just met.
Yeah.
And things are always going to be awkward because and especially when it comes to ordering and when it comes to the bar.
Yeah.
But like to add on to what Darren says, you also have to face the fact that you might get rejected live. And that could also be quite intense.
but that's what I say. I mean, like, just build a rapport.
And see,
like
if it's
slip your number, balls in our court. Just
you've already had to overcome that awkward thing of this is the first time I'm seeing you live. And the first time I'm speaking to you live, because you could see somebody in a picture, and you know pictures are dangerous these days. AI can do many things.
Catfish is a thing, right?
The filters that you get on TikTok and whatever these days.
These Kendall Jenner photos and filters.
I saw you with that photo with a little moustache and that glasses. I was like, what a handsome young fellow. You know, but in my back of my mind, I'm like, I know what you really look like.
I know you, nigga. Bullshit.
But exactly. And also now you're chatting over like WhatsApp or whatever. I don't know if you guys chat over the dating app or if you're on a dating app or you chat over WhatsApp, do you ask number? Because now you chat and then you arrive at the thing and you know you sit down with this dude and you as the chick now you speak to this dude, you're like, hi,
and our conversation,
and then this dude's got the thinnest voice you've ever heard in your life, you know, and then he hits you and hi, and you're like, whoa, you know, that's not how you were chatting to me the other day. You were chatting to me all kinds of Barry White, you know. That's the way your messages sounded was very Barry White like.
And that's the thing, is the perception that you could give away off the phone just through chatting is a different perception to how you are in person. And I think that's kind of the wanderlust of the apps these days. Because I can say from my experience on these apps, what you see is obviously what you see is not always obviously what you get, or it is what you get sometimes, and it also isn't what you get. But if you are gonna go, and I always say this, like, if you are gonna go on that first date, just don't go to a restaurant, bro. Like, you have to do something weird.
You think so? Yeah, you think so?
You walking somewhere, or
you go for coffee or whatever.
Not like coffee, yeah, but like
you take a walk down Cork Bay.
Yeah, like something like that. Because bro, things can get awkward. Because bro, once there's nothing to talk about, you at least you know there's a mountain, there's an ocean.
Yeah.
There's shit happening around, you know.
Yeah.
And that's also like with the
You're
dating.
not just sitting there looking at one another.
Yes, and now
say
thinking
something, bitch.
now it's like, sorry, I'm just gonna go to the toilet quickly. And this is like your fourth time you've gone to the toilet.
She worried you jumping out that window.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm probably weird, but I'm different. Like I like the restaurant vibe.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. It doesn't need to be like a fancy restaurant, but
a pub setting.
Pub vibes.
Yeah, pub
Let's go for a drink.
Like Toad vibes, like sit down, but there's a lot happening around.
Yeah, there's things happening around you.
Yeah. That's.
But where you can actually like speak and like engage, and also you need to be like good in like conversation.
But
you need to be good in conversation.
But it also depends, like, if the other person is expecting you to just bring the conversation. It's tough is when when you're in a bar situation or whatever like that where you just bring the conversation. But so I get what he's saying is when you're out there and you're sitting for 5 minutes and just looking out over the ocean, it may not seem as awkward. Whereas if you're in a bar and you're sitting across from one another and there's 5 minutes of silence, very different to sitting out looking over the ocean.
Because you feel that tension there.
Of course.
When you're sitting in that close quartered environment and like
and you know there's another table there where there's some going, look at that, bro.
you naturally just feel that tension. I mean, look, I've experienced both ends of the world. So it's been restaurant settings, coffee settings and stuff like that. But like I always feel that restaurant settings, it's always like a Q&A. Like
one question I want to ask you guys is obviously like, when was the last time I dated? I was spent 8 years now. So the last time I really dated was 21, 22.
Yeah.
What's it like being older? Like in like, so you nearly turning 30, your late 20s. What's it like dating now? What's the difference between dating now and like when I was dating 21, whatever it was?
I think like for me, like chicks just like speaking about themselves. So you just ask them like about themselves,
about their interests
what,
and stuff like that. Now or back then? Really?
Whenever. It's just
back then and now.
Just ask them about the interest, and they love speaking about the interest. So they're like, oh, okay, like I'm an artist. Like, oh, okay, what made you get into art? And then they explain whatever, and be like, okay, like I saw this about art. Like, what do you think about that? And they just carry on speaking about themselves, and before you know it, the conversation's an hour long, and then speaking about themselves, and like, oh, like I haven't, like, this dude's actually still mysterious. Like, I don't know anything about him. And then you keep that mystery, and just build on, just add layers onto that.
But like,
you make it sound so easy.
You
know what I'm talking about.
Yes. He's like, I've been doing this.
Chop off your block.
It's people like just, especially chicks that they like speaking about themselves. Especially when you are somebody that's on Tinder or you're out there dating. Like you haven't had a chance to really speak about yourself to another guy in a long time. So if you show interest, then you can keep it going for a long time. Yeah.
But I think that's also where you, so this is how, like, these are like where I tick my boxes. So it's like, if I'm sitting or going on a date with a girl that's just rambling on about herself, like there's a time limit. Like, I mean, I'm not like, if you're talking about yourself for an hour and then in that hour space you haven't even asked me once about me, then I'm gonna be like, oh, we're cool, I got the ball, it's chill, I'll catch you again, I'm out. But like, if we're bouncing, like if we like you more than welcome to talk about yourself. Like, I mean, I want to get to know you, and I want to find out who you are and stuff like that. But there needs to be like a bounce, man. It needs to be like our energies are kind of like flowing. If I don't feel that it's flowing, then I'll just be like, okay, cool. Then I'll just go with a question, answer, question.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's an interview type of thing until I'm like, okay, cool, nice to see you, get the ball, and then bounce.
Yeah.
Then I won't.
So this is the other thing. This is what I want to ask you. Like, in that situation where you guys aren't feeling the vibe, like as a male now, you in that situation, you guys aren't feeling the vibe, but it's been 10, 15 minutes, and you know the shit ain't going nowhere. What do you do? Do you continue and just hit and hope, or
what do you mean by hit and hope?
Like you just keep
going with the flow.
Not going with the flow, but you keep sort of interacting to try and sort of hope that it's gonna go in a direction where you guys finally sort of get on the same vibe and you guys start vibing, or do you go, look, I can already feel the shit ain't going the way it's supposed to go.
It depends on like what I think somewhere between like during the date, I decide like where it's gonna go. Like it's either gonna
decide where it's gonna go. You don't even know where it's gonna go.
No,
you're sounding very Jeff Dahmerish right now.
That's much out there. Like I want to listen to rap music.
He said, "Listen, we're taking a left here right now." No, but I don't. I said we're taking a left.
No, we just. Why can't you decide?
You can't just the way that you say
it.
It's
like that was very. It was actually very alpha male.
Oh, very It is. But
it is,
it's a good thing to have that though.
Exactly, I know where it's coming from, and it is a good thing because women don't like bitches.
Yeah,
they like a man to sort of lead. I don't know what it's like today and in dating. If women are still into that, you must lead, you must be the vibe. But that was very Jeff Dahmerish.
No, but I mean, I think that you.
Hey, wanna be a dope?
I'm taking a left. No, I said I'm taking a.
I'm going to the bathroom. Order me a drink.
Yeah, you could take a lift if you want to take a lift. You could take a lift.
Take a lift to where?
I don't know, wherever the hell you want.
Why would you want to take a lift?
Would you not open a dialogue and be like, yo, are we taking a lift here? Or would you like to just continue going straight? You just decide, listen, this
take lift.
You steer. The thing is, you need to steer this thing, and I think
what's your goal? Are you going in with a goal?
But that's the thing. You decide in the wherever the deciding point is. You decide. Okay.
No, but I'm sure, like before you've even made, before you've agreed to seeing this goal that you've just matched with, like you guys have gone past breaking of the ice. Now you're gonna go and meet up with her.
No.
Is there a goal?
No.
So you're just going in there.
Yeah.
So then, where you directing yourself to?
So you would pick up from the conversation where obviously everything's going.
Okay.
If you building rapport with this woman, and you see, okay, like this is potentially wife material, then you steer it in this direction.
On the first
date.
Oh, what like whatever, like you're not gonna go better. You're not gonna go better.
Man's out here, Vaseline on his knees.
He said, "You my wife now." After you took the left turn, but where are we going? You my wife now.
We're going to the court.
No, but you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Like this is like a fuck around chick or like what?
Oh my god.
No. So you still okay? So
I've never.
You've taken a left. You've decided whether she's wife material or not.
Yeah.
Where are you going from here?
Or maybe not wife material. Yeah, fuck, wife material. Yeah,
that's off the bat, bro.
Yeah, that's a big shot for the first day.
That's a big shot. Yeah, I shouldn't have.
But I mean, hey, like, who knows? Maybe like you don't even actually know. That's the thing.
But that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. So sort of steered in that direction, or if
But
it's
maybe I won't like if you take the first left and there's the wife material road and then there's like the could be. I'll just take the could be. You never know because there's gonna be a couple of turns that you can take again.
There's always detours.
There's always detours.
There's always detours.
And you've got to like. I always believe you've got to detour because there's certain periods after that first meeting or that first meetup it takes at least a couple of moments when they because we're like women are programmed
but that's
to be perfect
but
there's a moment where
dudes
red flag
yeah
it comes out and
Yeah.
you have to.
But there's a split, like in the conversation or in the date or whatever. There's a split. So that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like there's a like you're either gonna go left, you're gonna go right. Like okay, or I don't know. I suppose it's a three-way
road.
This is getting worse.
I suppose it's like
yeah.
she's either gonna be like okay, like you know, this could be like potentially something serious.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna bed her, or you're gonna go off on a path and you're just gonna
move on.
Move on.
And I think,
see
look,
where it goes.
I also think that the scene today, and purely based on social media, like there's not a lot of guys these days are going that extra mile as well. Like actually going that mile to make an effort in a way that, like, yes, there are some guys, but I'm talking most oaks are hitting chicks up in the DMs, sliding in the DMs.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's why Bumble and Tinder and whatever Grindr, whatever these things are out there, are getting so much more, more noticed and used. It's because going out to a bar, club, wherever the scene might be.
You can't trust these days anymore.
Not a lot, exactly. You don't know. You
don't know. This branch is gonna say we're going left now, and that's it. You know what I mean? So you can't trust these days.
Exactly. So it's
next. I've got a question. What are the more sort of popular apps at the moment to use? Because I know Grindr is obviously
what the fuck is Grindr?
Grindr's gent on gent. Yeah. Is it only gents on gents or is it?
Well, I mean, I've never used it, but I know from what I've heard.
Yeah, no, Grindr's gents on gents.
Okay, Grindr. Then you get
there's Tinder, which has been there for a while now, but like no one hardly uses Tinder.
I think
really
I
is
think
Tinder not a thing these days?
Like I mean, it's still there, but like it's
then
not.
You get Bumble.
Bumble is for gents.
So what is the difference between Bumble and Tinder? Like, why are more people using Bumble compared to Tinder?
Woman message the gents first.
Woman.
Okay.
Yeah, woman.
Is it still a swipe vibe?
It's still a swipe vibe, yeah.
So as a bruv, you would do your swipes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the woman does her swipes on her side, but she then goes, all right,
message,
yeah.
Pikachu, I pick you.
Yeah.
And then she messages you. So you can't message. You can't message first.
Yeah.
No. So they have to message you first.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the convo gets going.
Yeah, and then you like also realize how fucked up women's pickup lines are and like
bro. So
like what they
and we thought we were bad.
Really?
Maybe
bro.
Really?
You get some gnarly stuff,
Fucking
bro.
hell.
And I think to myself, shit, I would have at least been a little bit better than that. You don't
But
respond.
also, as a dude, do you really need somebody to come out with something smart? I mean,
that's the thing, though.
If
but
you've
that's,
said,
but
if
that's
you've
the
said,
problem.
for me, yeah, absolutely. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but listen, if you've already swiped, you've said, this is a beautiful lady.
You've done it. You've done enough.
I'm interested in her. I've read her profile, whatever. She seems, what she see her interests, whatever, seem cool. I'm interested.
Yeah.
If she then responds, if she then swipes left or right, I don't know which way it is. Which way is the tick anymore?
So right,
so if she swipes right,
and then left is no, and right is yes.
So if she swipes right and she goes, like this dude, hi,
yeah,
dude,
surely you already
no. Jesus Christ. Like, today we were sitting at work, and this woman messaged me on Bumble, and she's like, I don't know what pair of lips I like more, my face or my other.
Wow.
That was the opening statement.
What?
That's the opening statement.
That's if
Goodness
and
gracious.
I don't know. I don't know. For me, somebody messaged me that for opening statement. Swipe left.
But you've already swiped. The thing is, you've already swiped right.
Yeah, but now I ignore
You've
you.
liked the lips.
You've liked
But
you've liked the lips you've seen.
If I'm looking for love, you just came across way too strong.
Yeah.
You came across way
if you're looking
too
for
damn strong.
for a sneaky link, that's
Fair
the one.
enough. That's a vibe.
That's the one.
That's a vibe. So, again, if you come to me, if this is just, I'm looking at it from my side.
But you picture this in a person setting, and that's always what I picture. You picturing this in a person setting. Imagine a woman had to come up to you and say that.
If you're a single dude after a couple of drinks, and she's saying that to you.
Nah.
Listen, we're about to fight.
Nah.
We're fighting.
Nah.
Exactly.
I wouldn't.
Exactly. So now but exactly. So if a woman came up to me, if I was single, a woman came up to me at a bar or whatever, and she was like, hey, and I'll be like, hey,
what's up?
Hey, what's
Like,
what's
you
going
cute?
on?
Yeah,
We're not just gonna go into you cute. I remember like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
And she'll be like, yo, no, I think you're interesting. Can I chat with you? I'll be like, yeah, of course,
What's
man.
up?
What's
Yeah,
going
and
on?
she tell you,
How
like,
you?
I don't
What's
know.
your name?
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Now you kick it off, and then you sort of get into conversation. But if I'm sitting at a bar with the boys, one comes up, yo, these lips.
These,
Yeah. What are you doing?
Like,
what on earth?
whoa, red flag. Immediately red flag.
Yeah.
Immediately. Maybe after a good couple of drinks, keeping in mind, single, good couple of drinks, I'll go,
Later.
you know what? Because you're thinking on a different level then.
Yeah.
But if I'm looking for love, if I'm looking
It's a whole
for a
different.
relationship, I'm looking for something serious, somebody that I can speak to, can come home and talk to and have a
Yeah.
conversation
Dude,
with and
it's
open myself up to.
This woman's bio was like, she's looking for love.
But she's talking to me
Yeah.
as she's
And
coming
then
on
she
so
and then
strong.
she hits you on that first.
Nah,
this is the
she's
pickup
taking
line.
the piss, blood.
This is the pickup line.
She's taking the
What on
piss.
earth?
Ladies, someone now, while we
Yeah.
here, if you were a woman watching,
And you
you know,
unbump.
men
What's
out
going
here-
on?
Men out here are looking for love. We're not looking for the shit that you guys are doing.
Talking about your lips.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
It is.
I don't know what I would. I could never go back into that scene. Yeah, I'm too comfortable, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I was
I was-
way.
I
too
was
comfortable.
where you were at. Yeah,
Yeah.
jump right back into that scene.
Yeah, nah,
And it
that's wild.
was
It's
Yeah, it's
interesting
interesting.
days,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
It's interesting
interesting
days out
days.
there. Like I mean, like we've mentioned, like Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. There's Hinge as well.
Okay.
There's
What's the
I've- I
difference
don't know.
to
I've-
Hinge?
I've-
have you tried Hinge?
I haven't tried Hinge. No.
Yeah.
No.
So okay,
like-
so what are we saying? How has dating evolved then between back then and now? Call it 10 years. How has dating evolved?
So
from when we were early in the scene.
So
20
for when we
years
were
old.
early in the scene,
Yeah.
dating for us was in a social environment.
Yeah.
Like it was always through a mutual friend. It was
Yeah.
at a braai
Yeah.
or at an event or whatever. Like back then, it used to be. We
You
used to
actually
have
had to
a lot
go
of
out and meet somebody.
Yeah.
It was a lot of social environments. Like you were always out at a braai, or at a poikie, or on the rugby field, or not on the rugby field, but you know what I mean, at a rugby club, or out you're going to watch the rugby or the soccer or an event or whatever. But a social environment. Now it's a little bit less social, but more social media.
Yeah.
It's moved
Everything
more
is
onto
done
a device.
online
It's
before
more
it goes
online
into
based.
a social.
Because,
social
yeah.
media.
Because now it's like everyone's kind of like they're more reserved to themselves before they put themselves out there.
But don't you feel that's fucked up though? Because you don't actually get the real sort of view of the individual. Because say you're at a social event, say you're at a braai, or you're watching the rugby or whatever, you with your friends, so you are normal. You're not gonna change for the other for the other individual, right? Whereas, so then what happens is you're gonna meet that person in their natural state, and you're gonna get more out of that person. You're gonna know more of that actual person. Whereas now, I'm putting on my best shoes if I'm gonna meet you. You know, if we've just been messaging and now we're gonna go meet each other.
But
best believe
that's what I'm saying.
My worst behavior.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When you go out like on a date and a first date and all of that, like you get it, especially if like with us, we deal, or all of us, we deal with a lot of people. Like you can sort of get a sense and a gauge of where this person is and what it is that they are about. And then, you just take it from there. Take it from there.
So I'd say our social media vibes are definitely a lot more.
Yeah, there's obviously...
It's a lot more available as well.
Yeah. There's layers after that, like, you know, who she is and her background and her values and, you know, what she really values.
And also
that family.
To add on to that as well, it's when you're in that social environment, you've already kind of had that moment where now maybe I'm pouring a drink in the kitchen and now Bianca has a friend that likes me. And I haven't been seeing it, but she's been there like but then I'm in then B's like
who's
walks
that?
in and he's like,
tasty.
Dude, in person
or like likes that, and she's like, she's really into you. Maybe you must have a chat with her, you know. Now
immediately you stiffen up, don't you? Immediately you stiffen up. Immediately you're watching every move that you make. You don't make a wrong step because you're like, I need to get this.
Then you put your best shoes on.
You're like flip flops off. You know.
Go to the bathroom, on. Wash your face off.
Bro. Now all of a sudden you're acting like you're doing the State of a Nation address out here.
100%.
The president of the bride.
100%. But then you get into it like later and then like
it's different times. I definitely feel like it's different times. I mean, for us, for especially for us, at a later stage of our lives, it's like adapting to the new way of the way things are done.
I could never
because
do that
like before now, the old school mutual way is the only way that like I'm happy with. I'm fine with.
Yeah, I like the old school way, but let's take it a step further. So.
Oh wow.
So he's taking a short left.
He's turning the screws.
Also gonna go wife material right now.
So remember, ladies, the man's looking for love, eh? Long-term relationships only.
From what he's been saying, though, they don't believe it.
That's marketing just gone straight down the road.
They don't believe a single
thing. So let's say you meet a family. What's red flags? Or you get into it.
You know what I think, though?
Seriously into it. What's
family is always... It's a part of it that I don't necessarily take much notice of, personally, because
I think there's like that's like this.
Look, obviously there's certain things where you go, yo, this is not on or whatever, but also you're not dating the family.
Exactly.
You're not dating the family. You just have to accept the family for who they are. And if you are really into the other person and you really do love the other person, you need to come to an understanding that, look, might not be the best thing, but you just got to deal with it. Because on the other hand, she's probably going, yo, your dad's a tiff. You know what I mean? Like, like I don't smirk him. Like, you're always giving me strange looks, whatever. I actually think he smirks me. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like that. So you also have to understand that from her side. She might not like it, but she accepts it because she wants to be with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's only so much a man can take.
Fair.
There's only so much a woman can take.
Fair.
But I feel that you've gotta look past it to the most that you possibly can, and just go with the flow.
Yeah,
And
especially if you're gonna be
such touchy subject
yeah.
for some people,
yeah.
but that's just my belief because
especially
you're
if
not
you're
always gonna be liked, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not always gonna be liked.
yeah,
It's just it's a natural thing. The chances of being liked by every single individual in that family, 0.1%.
Yeah,
Especially, I mean,
especially
I'm
if
in
you're
that
gonna be spending
0.1%.
the whole life with each other.
Yeah.
Like that's something you have
What I
to
will brag
access.
is that I'm in that 0.1%. Everybody loves me.
No, I can vouch for it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I can
I
vouch for
hope.
it. Yeah,
Especially your dad, bro.
Yeah. But also,
yeah,
they're not always gonna, even if they love you, they're not always gonna love everything that you do or everything that you say. You know what I mean? There's gonna be some things they're gonna just look at this dude. You know what I mean? What is it doing? Why is it doing this? What? But then other things is gonna, like, if somebody else talks shit about you, it's gonna be like, yo, what the fuck you up. You don't talk about my lighty like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So you gotta take the good with the bad as well.
Exactly. 100%.
And always remember you're dating this person.
Yeah.
You're marrying this person. You're being with this person. Everything else is just noise. Might be loud noise sometimes, soft noise.
Yeah.
But it's noise at the end of the day.
That's a good way to put it.
What's your thoughts?
I mean, the man's pretty much summed it all up. I don't think I can add anything to that.
Just try not to jeopardize any future.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really nothing I can add on to that.
Yeah, I could add a punch into it, but I'm not going to.
I mean, you can, but it just gets very, very technical.
Yeah.
Very, very technical in that sense.
Also,
Because you
you
could
can't
break it all down
Yeah.
to a finer
You
detail.
can't also base it on one experience that you've had.
Yeah, no, you can't.
So
Yeah, you can't. And I think that's for me, like the biggest thing that I've learned from like dating. Because I had this one girl, and like a car would pull out something would happen, like something random, something that would happen to us in everyday life, like a car would pull out in front of her, and she'd be like, "Oh my god!" and she'd brake quickly, and she'd come home.
Driving?
Yeah, she's driving.
You in the car with
No,
her?
I'm not in the car with her, and like a car would drive past her, like you want to come out in front of a lane, and she'll brake fast. And then she come home and then she's like crying, and it's like, I almost I almost died and all of that. And then I met this other woman where she'd get into an accident, she'd roll a car, and then she'd be like, well, fuck, that car's fucked up. And then she'd like laugh about it. She'd be like,
So there's
two different ways of handling anything. And I think that's what you realize in dating, where it's like some person will handle one thing in one way and another person will handle it the other way. And yeah.
But that's purely based. I think that's
purely
based on their
based.
past experiences.
Can I end us off with a story while we're on this vibe?
Yeah.
I wasn't married yet. No, I wasn't married yet, but I was dating my wife. We were very well into it, seriously. Bro, one afternoon, one evening, come home from work now. Obviously, I'm working a bit closer than she was at the time. She was working in town, and I was already in Noordhoek. I'm home first, chilling, I'm comfortable. I'm like, end of day, door bursts open. Boof, boof, boof. Lady comes running in. Babe, I just got hijacked. And I'm like, hijacked? I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What do you mean? And I'm like, nah, man, but
you are here.
You been here?
How the fuck did you get here? No, I drove. I'm like, nah, so you didn't get hijacked. She's like, no, I'm telling you, I got fucking hijacked. I'm like, but you drove here. She's like, yes. I'm like, where's your car? She's like, it's outside in the parking spot. I'm like, so you didn't get a hijack? No, I got hijacked. I'm like, what the fuck is going on now? Now I'm sitting, I don't know if I'm supposed to be panicked or not panicked. Like, she says, no. A dude came up to the window, he put his knife through the window and took my phone. And I was like, okay, cool. So, fuck, you got robbed.
Yeah,
you took your phone.
You got robbed.
Yeah.
Okay. you know, what happened after that? Then I just drove
Drove
home.
away. Yeah.
It's like, you didn't get fucking hide.
You got robbed.
You got fucking robbed. You got robbed. I was like, yeah.
Shit.
Like now I'm panicking because you got
Yeah.
robbed, but
You
I
also-
was panicking,
Bro,
because I thought that was your you know, your mode of transport that's gone. The mode of transport and your phone is two very different things.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
yeah, you can use my phone to phone
Yeah.
somebody,
Yeah.
but you can't use my car to get to work when I'm going the other way. You know what I mean?
That is wild.
That's mad. But
That is
anyway,
wild.
DTK back again, once
Yes, sir.
again,
Yes, sir.
with a story to tell you guys. Yo, we are doing things differently, as you guys can see, and we are actually very fucking excited for where we're going from this. So, guys,
Yeah,
please
100%.
like, subscribe, and come talk a bit with us.
Let's go.